Hey everyone, and welcome to my new free divine guide. A big part of horse is collecting divine horses, which does require some strategy. A question that often pops up in the forums is, how can I win a divine if I can't buy passes? Buying passes is great if you can because it does help support the site, but for some players it's just not possible to buy them. However, with some planning, you can win divines using in-game methods alone. While collecting my own free divines over the years, I have also collected many event tips, which I posted as a guide in my EC forum on International. In order to make it a bit more concise and organized, that guide will become a series broken into multiple parts. The series will cover many of the tips I've mentioned in other videos, along with extra tips as well, and will of course be based around winning a divine without spending real money. At the moment, I have 6 parts planned, but that could potentially change, so let's get going. To start off with our free divine series, we need to first know where divines come from. What are the ways in which you can get them? Let's start with all the lucky, nearly inconceivable ways, and then we'll eventually, gradually get to the meat of the matter. Number 1. Name a horse Junior Courageous. Every month, one horse among those named Junior Courageous is turned into the Courageous Divine. If you name one of your horses Junior Courageous, regardless of gender, breed, species, etc., it has a chance of turning into Courageous. However, only one horse a month is chosen, and you don't heighten your odds if you have more than one horse named Junior Courageous. Number 2. Defrosting a Frost Divine. On the first of the month, Frost is given to one player who defrosted her during the previous month. That means only one player a month is chosen. Simply go to a Frost page that you can find in the directories and click the Defrost button, and you only get to defrost one Frost Divine per day. Number 3. Orion. On the first of the month, an Orion Divine is given to the player who won the highest number of rosettes the previous month. Number 4. The Zodiac Horses. On the last day of a star sign, the horse from that sign is given free to a player selected from those born under that sign. To find out what your sign is, just go to Google and then type in your birthday. Also, you'll want to make sure that your birthday is listed correctly on horse. Number 5. The Weekend Promos. This is the dicey, are you sure you want to risk it method. Nearly every weekend on horse, or every other weekend at the least, there is a chance of finding a divine in one of 3 luck items: the Horn of Plenty, the Titan's Challenge, or a Golden Fleece. These aren't tested on the test server, so the pre-prod testers and the spoiler forum will not know in advance which divines are offered in which luck item. It's a surprise, though the same luck item isn't typically offered 2 weekends in a row, and horse tends to release divines in the same series in a linear fashion. This is super unreliable and can be very expensive as it's all reliant on luck. For example, I've won a Falabella after opening 3 golden fleeces before, and I have opened 33 fleeces to not find jade before as well. Number 6. Buy-in sales or auctions. Some divines can be sold by players, and while the prices in some cases may be more expensive than winning it in an event or a promo, you'll know exactly how much it costs ahead of time and can budget accordingly. To find out which divines can be sold, you can go to your trophies page, then to the Breed All Divines trophy, and look for the gavel icon next to each divine, which indicates that it's saleable. Number 7. Events. This is the most common method. Nearly every day you log into Horse, there is some event going on in the game, whether that's the mazes, the plants, the wandering horses, the piñatas, etc. These run for about 2.5 weeks each, typically starting on a Thursday following the end of the previous event and ending on a Monday. The grand prize will be a divine, and in pretty much 99% of events, you will need to spend passes and or diamonds in order to finish the event, but you don't have to pay real money to do so. Some of these events can be as luck-based as the weekend promos, and some can be really strategic. Keep an eye on your server spoiler forum to keep track of upcoming events and the divines offered in them. Number 8. The Lucky Event Draw. During each event, you can collect golden horseshoes as you progress. Collect at least 2 golden horseshoes to be automatically entered into the prize draw, and at the end of the event, a very, very, very small handful of players are selected to win the divine from the event. Make sure to check out the help section for each event so you know what milestone you have to reach in order to obtain 2 golden horseshoes from that event. Those are pretty much all the ways of getting a divine on horse. One method I neglected to mention was the reserve sales, but horse rarely places divines in the reserve sales anymore, which is why I didn't include it. I don't count the festivities offer after the Great Challenge because that is still part of an event. Everyone has their own preferences for obtaining a divine, but I personally tend to focus on divines from events just because it's usually cheaper or more guaranteed, though obviously there are events that are very much exceptions of that statement. So in part 2, we'll take a look at event experiences and how playing and participating in events will help you for obtaining of divine for free from either that event or other events in the future. So thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope the series will be helpful for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.